Hi foodies, let's make some delicious saltfish fritters. Alright, we're gonna start off with prepping the fish. So I bought some deboned saltfish. So all I'm gonna do now is boil it to remove the excess salt. Usually if I'm cooking a large amount of saltfish, then I might soak it overnight and then boil it the next day. One thing you want to bear in mind though is don't boil it too much or too many times because you'll remove too much salt. You want to keep some of the salt in there for flavor. And at this point, when it's cooked, you can taste it and decide if you want to boil it and drain it again. So what we're doing now is flaking the saltfish, and if there's any skin, you can remove the skin easily. Some people actually like to have big pieces of saltfish in the fritters, but I prefer to get some tiny pieces because it spreads more evenly throughout the batter. So you know, everybody that has a fritter, they can get some saltfish in there, right? Now we're going in with some seasonings. I have some diced onion, some sweet peppers, different colors, and I have some scallion, and I'm also going to include a little scotch bonnet over there. You can use the green one if that's what you have. I had a red one, so I just cut off a piece, and you don't need to add the seeds, okay? So we're just going to add this to the bowl. We definitely need to add some black pepper to this. Black pepper really makes this perfect, okay? Be generous. Don't add too much, but you know, add a good amount. And then we will move on to our liquid. I'm going to be using room temperature water. That's all you need, okay? Room temperature water. And then we will add the flour and baking powder. Sometimes when I'm making fritters, I don't use the baking powder. All right? The baking powder makes it a little more fluffy and puffy. So if that's what you prefer, you can include it, but it's not a must. You don't have to use baking powder. So as far as the flour, some people like their fritters thick and puffy and fluffy. If you like it thicker, then you add more flour. If you like it thin and floppy, then you add less flour, and you might not even need any baking powder. Okay, so we're gonna go to our pan here. It's some oil, and I'm putting some garlic cloves in there just to add a little flavor to the pot. Sometimes I might add a scotch bonnet pepper too. It adds flavor, and then I will take it out because you don't want it to sit in there and burn. If you're a person that likes the fritters to be thin and flat and floppy, you will spread it out in the pan. So once you drop it in there, use a spoon to spread it out. But if you prefer to have it really thick and puffy, don't spread it out with the spoon. What I'm doing is a test fritter. So I just test one out, and then I'll taste it to see if I needed more black pepper, more onion, anything at all. It's good to do a test fritter. If you don't have the time, I understand, but it's good to do a test one. Now, even though we are making fritters flat like this today, some people actually make fritters really thick, guys. They make it really thick and just drop like little balls of the dough or the batter into the oil, so they get some round shapes. And also some people add annatto or curry to their fritters for extra color and flavor. Sometimes we're busy, we might just throw these on a paper towel, but to preserve the crispness, guys, it is better to drain it on a wire rack. Look at how beautiful those are. So delicious. I know you're gonna love this, guys. If you've never had it before, give it a try because it's such a nice breakfast dish and you can make it your own. Sometimes I add garlic and tomato and some minced fresh thyme to the batter. You can really be experimental, so try some new things, see what works best, and you can even create your own recipe, guys. I know you're gonna enjoy this, so let me know how it goes. Take care, guys.